Hey guys, what's up? It is Amber, and yes, I know that I'm not supposed to be driving and vlogging at the same time, but I'm not looking at you, I'm looking at the road, so it's all right. I'm going to be vlogging a little bit this weekend. I don't know how much I will end up picking up the camera, but I do want to kind of document this because this is something that I've never done before. And it's something that I think a lot of moms do not do, and that is taking a weekend completely to yourself. This is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but I don't know, at least for the past year and a half or so, we've not been in a position to do this. And especially for the past 7 months, because that is when, I had Julian, and so I couldn't really leave him before now. And I guess one upside to him not latching is that he takes bottles, and I have to supplement with formula anyway, so I'm just gonna pump while I'm gone this weekend. What I ended up doing is I went on Groupon and I found a really awesome price down at Myrtle Beach. And that's not like my number one place that I would want to go for relaxation. I wanted to go to the mountains, but I could not find anything within about a 3 or 4 hour drive from me that was in the mountains. So Myrtle Beach is only 2.5 hours away from where I live. And so I talked to my husband about it. I showed him the place. He felt really good about it. So it was a 2-night stay for $115. In a really nice resort. The resort has a spa, it has a big old fitness club, all of that. And saying that, I realized that I did not bring any athletic shoes with me to go work out. Oops. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. That's where I'm going. And I got a really good deal also on a rental car, because I obviously couldn't take the van because Mike needs that with the kids, and then the car that he drives to work is not very, it's a little shady. The engine smokes, and it's not a good deal. We need a new car. But anyway, I'm taking a weekend to myself, and it was really not a lot of money. So I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to sleep, to not have to worry about waking up during the night. I'm going to be gone for 2 nights. That's it. I'm coming back on Sunday. It right now is about 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon. I had hoped to get on the road earlier than this, but that didn't work out, but that's okay. It's the first time I've done this. And Mike wants me, and I would love to do this, to be able to do this more often. I'm not opposed to doing it every other month, to tell you the truth. But so anyway, I just wanted to vlog it a little bit, because see how it goes, and share this with you guys, because I do think that moms deserve a chance to have time, a little bit of a break. So anyway, I'm gonna get on the road. I'm sitting at a stoplight now, but I will catch you guys later. So when I first arrived at the hotel, it was after 7 o'clock, and it took a while to check in. So this is unfortunately the only picture I could get of what it looked like outside of my room. It was really dark, my camera was blurry, but the next morning when I woke up and I looked out the window and saw this, I was just blown away. And this is actually where I was sitting on my bed pumping that morning. It was the best view that I have ever had pumping before. And you can see this is me, all happy and cheerful, headed to breakfast that morning. So I decided to walk through a little bit of the pool area just to look around and see what it looked like. And then also through the gardens as well. It was really pretty. It was a beautiful day that day for it being November. It was like 75 degrees. This is the building I stayed in. And this is just some of the garden area that went through the little walkway headed down to the beach. It was really pretty. They had a really nice landscaping job. But the place that I stayed, the Kingston Plantation Resort, was several buildings. And the one that my room was in was actually next door to the building that you go in to eat breakfast. This is just some footage that I shot driving through there. The whole thing is like, they call it the Plantation Resort, and it's like they bought out a bunch of different hotels. I don't really know. It's kind of what it looked like, but there's townhouses and condos and everything in there too. It was really nice. A little bit confusing to get around in there at first, but they also had a brand new like workout facility, and there was a spa. I did not end up going in there, but that's the actual Embassy Suites, and then this building right next to it is where my room was. And there was some confusion when I got there. They told me, the guy that checked me in told me that my room was in this building when it was actually in the one on the other side, so a shuttle had to come and take me over there. And then I got in that room and found out that they'd actually given me the wrong room. I had to go to Walmart on Saturday and pick up this chair for $5 because I didn't think it would be warm enough to sit on the beach and enjoy the weather, but it was 75 degrees. So there was a Walmart about half a mile down the road, and I went down there and just bought a little $5 chair and sat out there with my iPad and my Bible. I actually ended up reading the book of Nehemiah for a little bit, and this was the view that I had from there. It was really, really nice. There are a lot of golf carts on the beach. This is a panoramic shot that I took. There was a pier down there, which I ended up walking on Saturday or on Sunday, and there's some footage at the end of this video from that. But it was a beautiful day. It wasn't very crowded. I just had my sunglasses and some green juice and really enjoyed myself. And I ended up renting a golf cart. That's something that I had never done before. This little thing was awesome. I really enjoyed riding around in that and just seeing everything. Rode underneath the pier. I went down about as far as I could go. They said I could go within a 3-mile radius of the place I rented it from, and I went about a 2-mile radius is as far as I got. But saw there was a bunch of seagulls down there. It was just really beautiful, and it was relaxing. Hey guys, it's Amber. I don't know how well you can hear me because I forgot my headphones that have my microphone with it, and I'm at the ocean, so it's pretty loud with the wind and the waves. But I just wanted to say hello. I have rented a golf cart for a couple of hours. I have 1 hour left, and I've just been riding around on the beach and around the roads that's around the resort where I'm staying, and it's fun. But one thing that I'm realizing is that as much as I thought I needed time to myself, I guess I'm a people person. I need my people. My family, I miss them. My sunglasses are crooked. It's beautiful though, I'll show you. So on Saturday morning, I woke up and had a massive, massive headache. I think that I ate something on Friday night that had an additive in it that my body just does not process. And so I didn't sleep well. I slept horribly, actually. And I woke up and I was really upset because I thought that my whole vacation was just going to be ruined. But what I ended up doing was I got out of bed and I got in the shower and I sat in there and I prayed. And I understand that my healing has already happened. When Jesus died on the cross, we got our healing then. It's not something that we have to pray and beg for. It's just something that we have to receive. And so I told the headache where it could go and went about my day. And by the time I finished breakfast, it was, I'd say, 95% gone. And by lunchtime, it was completely gone. So I ate breakfast, and like I said, I walked down to the beach after that, and that's when I discovered how warm it was. And then I went and bought the chair and came back and sat on the beach for a while. And then around 1 o'clock, I went and had lunch. I had some leftover wings in the room. I think that the headache probably came from the non-dairy ice cream I ate, because that has happened before. And so after lunch is when I decided to go and rent the golf cart, and I had a 2-hour rental on that. So that went from about 2:30 to 4:30, and that's not something that I would normally have spent money on, because it was about $45 to rent that golf cart. And I really debated that decision in my mind, because I thought, wow, $45, I could do a lot with $45 instead of rent a golf cart and ride around on it. And I texted my husband and asked him what he thought about that, and he said, yeah, go for it, that'll be fun. So I mean, I don't really feel like I needed his permission, but I needed his little push, because I knew that he would be fine with it and that there was not a problem anyway. So that's what I did, and I had a lot of fun. And these houses were absolutely beautiful down there. I thought that some of these were just stunning, and I enjoyed riding around and looking at those, and I had a good time. I really did. I also want to give a shout out and a huge thanks to my husband Mike, who supported me in the idea of doing this, who encouraged me to go even when I was ready to cancel the trip because I was so nervous about leaving for 48 hours. Mike, thank you so much for giving me the time away to rest and recuperate. I love you. That was the best gift ever. And then after that, I changed, and this is the building that the pool and the hot tub and the fitness center was in. So I went and hung out a little bit in the hot tub and tried out the swimming pool. It was really warm. I thought my kids would have really enjoyed the little kids area right there. There was a button that you could push, and water would come spraying out of that. And then this was the fitness center. I did not end up using it. I didn't bring sneakers with me, but it looked really nice. And this is the milk that I got in the first 24 hours, an entire quart. It was amazing. And I FaceTimed with my kids. These are some photos that I snapped from FaceTime. I miss these guys so much when I was gone. Julian did not know what to think about it. He was completely confused as to why his mother's voice and face were coming from this little phone. Good morning. It is Sunday morning, and I am headed down to get breakfast now. I am taking my coffee cup filled with my non-dairy pumpkin spice coffee creamer from Califia Farms. I have so many flyaways on my hair. You see this? This is everything that is growing back from what fell out after Julian was born. It's insane. So it's only a short walk over to the main building where the breakfast was located, and this just shows you a little glimpse around the property. I ended up getting free breakfast both mornings. I wasn't supposed to have breakfast with the room that I paid for, but because they ended up telling me to go to the wrong building and then gave me the wrong room, the manager gave me the breakfast buffet both mornings, which you can see here, and it was so good. This is probably the best breakfast buffet that I have ever had in any hotel ever where I've stayed. Bacon, eggs, sausage, oatmeal, all the toppings to go on the oatmeal. They even had a station where if you wanted something made to order, they would make that for you. But I was good with what they had there. I didn't even worry about that. And then all your juices and coffee and everything. It was really, really good. I had orange juice. That one was watery. That was not going to work. So I had to change it out and get a different one. But I really enjoyed my breakfast, and thankfully at this point, with Julian being almost 8 months old, the dairy sensitivity has improved a lot, and so I didn't really have to worry too much about what I ate. I still avoid things like I don't drink milk. I don't really eat cheese by itself if it's a little bit baked into something that's different, but I don't worry about baked in dairy, or if they would have put a little bit of butter in the eggs or anything like that. I don't worry too much about that. But here's the breakfast that I had on Sunday morning, and sorry about the shaky camera, it was awesome. All right, so I just finished up with breakfast, and I'm sitting here. I got me a coffee. They have a Starbucks inside of the hotel lobby. Yesterday I didn't want to pay for coffee. They had it, at breakfast, but that was like coffee water, and it was gross. So I decided today I'd pay a few dollars and actually buy a coffee. So we'll see how that goes. But I requested a late checkout today, and so instead of checking out at 11, I'm checking out at 12. So another hour sitting here trying to decide what to do. There's a pier not far from here. I think I showed that to you. I think I'm going to go down and walk on that for a little bit. It's a lot cooler than it was yesterday. It is insanely windy, and it's very cloudy, so the weather yesterday was definitely better than it is today. So I've had a good time though. I miss my family. It's been nice to have some peace and quiet, but I do miss them a lot. So I'm looking forward to getting back home and seeing them. These little hairs are driving me nuts. I think I would like to do this again. I'm not sure how often, but it was fun. The only thing is I didn't sleep well at all, and sleep is the main thing I wanted to do this weekend, but I didn't sleep well. The bed was really hard, and the air conditioning in the room was really loud, so was the refrigerator, so I had a hard time sleeping. And then last night somebody was outside yelling like a complete moron, so there's that. But anyway, that is the update on my trip. So after breakfast, I went down to the pier. I had a little bit of time, and I just wanted to walk out to the end of it and see what it looked like, what kind of views that I could get. And this is the Apache Pier in Myrtle Beach, and it costs $1 to walk down it if you're not fishing. And so I just thought I would walk down there and see what it looked like. It was really, really windy, but it had started to warm up a little bit. Pretty clear. The sky was gorgeous. The ocean. I forgot from when I was a kid how when I go out on a pier, it makes me really nervous and uncomfortable, like I'm gonna fall off, and I don't really like it out there at the end. You would think as a woman in her mid-30s that might have changed, but nope, it did not. The hair's still doing crazy things here, but I had a good time overall. And then after I finished up at the pier, I went back to the hotel room, took a shower, packed up everything, took some last crazy shots, and then I headed out. So this was the drive going out of the complex, I guess. And you can get a little better idea of what it's like. If you ever want to go down here, I think this is actually a really nice place to stay. I told my husband that the townhouses right there that you see will be an awesome place for a family with kids, and then you can rent a golf cart, and that will take you right down to the ocean, and you don't have to worry about walking around the area. They also have a shuttle. I forgot to mention they have a shuttle that they will take you around anywhere within a 2-mile radius, completely free, even off the property there. So if you want to go shopping or to restaurants or things like that, anywhere within a 2-mile radius they'll take you. I only took advantage of that once the night that I went up, and that right there is the building where the pool is at. So it is a little bit of a distance. You'd have to either drive or take the shuttle, but it was nice. I had a lot of fun, and I'm glad that I went. Well, my trip has come to an end. I just left, and I'm on the highway now. Left about 10 minutes ago, maybe. I think I'm honestly still processing the weekend, because it is, if you have kids, you know, for most of us, doing something like this does not happen very often. I suppose for some people it doesn't happen ever. But I want you guys to know a couple of things. One, it was really nice to be gone for, by the time I get home, it will have just been 48 hours. That's it. Just to be by myself. To not have to have the day-to-day activities that I normally have. It was that was nice. The one thing that I wish was that I would have been able to sleep better while I was there. I guess I am just really used to my own bed, and so I found the one in the hotel was not very comfortable, and also both nights I ended up with a headache in the middle of the night. I don't know what that was about, so that made it not very restful as well. So, and that's probably the only thing that I went down there wanting to accomplish, was sleep, and that didn't really happen like I wanted it to, but that's okay. I had a good weekend though. Just being able to go and do things without consulting anybody but myself, that was awesome. Not having to, tell 3 children to go pee before we go anywhere, or the whole circus that we tend to drag around. But at the same time, I found that I really, really miss them a lot more. Now, that sounds bad a little bit, but it's not like I didn't think I wouldn't miss them. I just didn't think that I would miss them as much as I did. I thought I would really, really enjoy the time away so much that while I would miss them, it wouldn't be such a constant presence in my mind, I guess. I think that it was the last few weeks were very difficult for me in our house, and I don't really know why. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that at 7 months postpartum my period came back, so I think my hormones were probably doing some weird things, but anyway. But whatever the reason why the last few weeks were bad, being back home with my babies made a world of difference. And the past week after, coming back, it has been so helpful to my mental health and my mental well-being, because I miss them so much. So if you ever get a chance to do this, I highly recommend that you do.